told you about the curious case of Dr. Ophelia Turner. When it comes to this enigmatic individual, one of three versions is true. Myth, martyr, or monster. To be able to weigh her in turns as heretic, genius, or scapegoat, we must first set the stage. When I started down this path to discover who she was, what she did, and ultimately what happened to her, I didn't expect it to lead me to one of the strangest mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But let me rewind a bit. In northwest Washington state, there are 3,600 square miles of vibrant wilderness called the Olympic Peninsula. Bounded by water on three sides, it was a wonderland for outdoorsy types, with snow-capped mountains and salmon-bearing rivers and pristine rainforests. Up until 1955, it was the residence of 100,000 people, including Ophelia Turner. It was her birthplace, her hometown, and, it turns out, ground zero and sacrificial lamb for the promise of wind technology. In true fashion, the government never comes out and says that's what led to the creation of the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But the chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents, leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire. Because it turns out, even with the government's resources at your disposal, keeping secrets is a tricky business. You can bet there was plenty of talk as a result. Lucky me, because I had plenty of questions.
Well, we can take... and fill that up. Okay, so that is on me. So okay, I don't think that's going to help. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Just gonna have to go round, aren't I? Well, unless I can get up here. It's not. Ouch. A sudden dramatic change in atmosphere appears Power got extremely localized winds. Be careful, this could be extremely dangerous. I'm hoping we just wait for the storm to pass, and then we got to head over there, and that should get us to the road. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Oh wow, that is the mother lode. Okay. Can I make side storage? No, because I can't do it here. That's a shame. Scrapper. Oh, battery jumper. Uh-oh. We've got a problem. Right, that's a spare tire, so let's get that out. There's the fuel can. Okay. Oh, we're still stable, actually. Okay. My headlights aren't coming on. And I don't know why. Okay. The road is just here. Oh, maybe it's because of my battery. Yeah. Okay. Right, let me... it's just gone unstable, but I wanted to... Okay, let's head over the bridge. I think we just need to get out of here, unfortunately. Yeah. Unless we find, which I don't think we're going to, an anchor. I think we just need to get out, which is following this road, turn it right. Here. In fact, let me just pop that on, jump out. Oh. Oh my goodness, it's right there. Hey Rosas, welcome back. Oh, I don't believe we found it. Oh, really? There is an unstable. But we're not going for that. We're just getting out of here. Right, we do have a quirk because my... Well, unless it's because of the battery. No, there is, because the radio keeps turning on. But it's not related to me turning my lights on. But we can investigate that when we get back. Okay, alright. 3 hours. So was that 1 o'clock in the morning? Junction, extreme conditions. What does that mean? Barely plugged. Okay, so there's another signal there. We've got a link gateway there, a link gateway there. Right, let's go and get that. Okay, so we've got to come down to the... Can't see anything. Like that rock. Right. we'll go on foot. Which is a really bad decision. Considering all of this radiation. There we go. Okay. No, that's right in the right, this way. In the dark. Had a troll telling you how to fix your traffic. Oh dear. Maybe he was just trying to be helpful. Oh, what's in the middle of that? Nothing I want to go for. Yay! Right. So how do I equip mysterious audio? Where did that come from? I'm very confused. Right, so okay. Right, so hang on. So if I put that there. Yeah. Once we get to there, we can then trigger the gateway. I was trying to build a metro station at the time. Oh. There we go. There's a fence there. There's a rock there. Okay. Can't see shit. Okay.
But my, what's this? Are you learning a thing or two? My dear newbie, there's hope for you yet.
Okay. Right. First things first. It's a first aid station. Just drop that down there. Refill our car. Okay. Right. Then we're gonna grab that. Put that on there. There we go. Huh. Levitator poster. Okay, let's... Okay. Smoky Brights, levitator. I'm levitating. Right. So, we're okay on repairs, 75%. Visit the friendly dumpster. What have you got for me? Copper wire. Interesting. Thank you. Right. So. Frequency file part number 2, part 1. Ah. Right, how can I play this tape? Oh, there we go.
How do you force
100,000 people out of their homes without facing major resistance. Even if you're the United States government, facing down what's being peddled as the greatest threat our nation has ever faced,
store and fax machine.
the answer is, you don't.
Did we do
This
that?
is Frequency File, Episode 3, The Human Cost.
No, because I need a circuit board.
Last episode, I reported all the cold, hard facts I could get my hands on. If you missed that episode, here's the summary. There wasn't much. Now, we jump tracks to the stories of the people, to knit together old records and eyewitness accounts to form some fabric of the true story. Whoever's job it was at ARDA to suppress stories did a really good job. What they did to keep that sheer number of people from talking, and then to smear the stories that did come out, was a masterstroke of obfuscation. Unfortunately for ARDA, the cases that made it all the way to court became public record. And the facts were these. ARDA played nice at first with a generous relocation package. They offered cold, hard cash and built sprawling housing complexes in nearly every state to resettle the former residents. These new communities were built as idyllic, white picket-fenced neighborhoods where you were sure to be surrounded by all-American families who shared your same values, while enjoying the benefits of government-subsidized grocery stores, school districts, and manicured public parks. Not a bad deal from the looks of things. When it came to the holdouts, the people who wouldn't leave for any amount, things got ugly. But in the end, the government won out, as it always does. And while the government has the sovereign right to seize private property, the Fifth Amendment mandates just compensation be paid for it. But it doesn't specify when or how this compensation be made, and many dissenters ended up with nothing through good old loopholes and bureaucracy. Some of whom are still pursuing their claims to this day. But the chilling thing is, those left with empty pockets consider themselves lucky. There's a saying they mutter amongst themselves under their breath, that at least they had the luck to not live in Sierram.